Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Brooklyn Bulls. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Back to throw here. Flush to his, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, you're champion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a play fake here on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from just inside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Back to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's Pickett. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bulls have moved out in front. Point after here coming up. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go option to the short side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. The Eagles send out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, touchdown! Breece Hall, 33 yards. And the Bulls will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the 1st half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about,
oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. A big play there. 44 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And his guys are going to take the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to get the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
He's got a man complete. A solid stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 17. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back all the way past the 45-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett sets up play action. It's Henry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. The 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Pickett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. The 40. 20. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Pickett now on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that that will bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. Open man Parham. He's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And this is taken in at the 5. And touchdown! DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bulls have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taken down just shy of the 40. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. This one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he is across and in for the score. And now they... Game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the same calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Pickett to throw. Able to connect with Chark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Rolling to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Pickett with the first throw of overtime.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Off play action. Pickett.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have regained the lead.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front. But sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Chase.
And some room to work. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. That's the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down. Some big-time drama as the game continues. They had to have that fourth down conversion. They made it work.
And you and I have both seen play callers' play sheets, right? And a lot of them look like, menus at restaurants. They always have a special section for those plays when you absolutely have to have a first down, a touchdown, a big play. They went to that section right there and dialed that one up.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out.